Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I promised you the video very shortly after my introduction video, and here it is. Right away almost. I want to talk about the coronavirus. I want to talk in this video about how it affects the automotive industry, but more importantly, how you as a customer can take advantage of what's happening right now in the automotive industry. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Welcome back. Coronavirus topic that you can't really avoid by turning on the TV, internet. Everybody's talking about it. We're not going to get into it. What I think about it, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's the real or not. I mean, it is here. It definitely changed the way that the businesses are conducting their business, especially car dealerships. It changed the way that the manufacturers are conducting their business right now. So it's changed the way that the people are purchasing their car. So this video is going to be in sort of three parts. The first part, I'm going to talk about the manufacturers. The second part, I'm going to tell you of what dealers do. And the third part is what I would do if I was shopping for a car right now. So as far as manufacturers, kudos to manufacturers. Really, I mean, they reacted really, really quickly to what's going on. The pandemic, the coronavirus, I think it's been in the country since January, February. There's been a little bit more concerns, but nothing really happened. Nobody did anything about it up until March when, a lot of people started getting sick. And, a lot of governors decided to shut down the states, including the production facilities for manufacturers. There's big concentration of people in one place, so there's a bigger risk of spreading the virus. So a lot of manufacturers closed, but they didn't close up until middle of end of March, or some of them, I think they stopped producing cars in April. Since then, now today is May 20th, and since then, a few of them open. I know Ford opened up, Chrysler opened up. GM's been open, but they've been producing other things like ventilators and stuff like this, but they're open to producing cars as well. From what I read on the news, Tesla, big news. I mean, they went to work as well. So, I mean, a lot of manufacturers are getting back to work, getting back to producing cars. First of all, great job on the manufacturer side to immediately starting to help out and doing what they have to do, like producing ventilators and producing some medical equipment. Obviously, it is business, so they're getting paid for it, but they could have just taken the government money and do nothing with that. Secondly, a very, very fast reaction by the manufacturers as far as support for car selling. Um, I've been through September 11, and after September 11, what happened? The car sales tanked. They dropped quite a bit, and manufacturers came up with some incentives nowhere near to what they are right now. Same thing with the financial crisis, 2007 and 2008. We had incentives, but nowhere near of what they are right now. So very quick reaction, huge incentives from a lot of manufacturers that came out. That includes 0% interest financing. And this is a big deal. I mean, a lot of people, probably about 80% of people are going to finance their car. So they're not going to just pay cash for it. They're going to either lease it or finance it. And 0% financing is huge. There's a difference of thousands of dollars, could be $3,000-$4,000, whether you finance with 0% or whether you finance with 3.9, 4.9, whatever the rate could be that you qualify normally at the bank. Secondly, the incentive is the payment deferment. So there's a lot of dealerships that went to 30, 60, 90, 120 days deferred payments on those 0% interest financing. Again, this is from the manufacturer's finance side. Um, Great job on that. They reacted really quick, and they wanted to minimize the impact of the coronavirus and the slowdown in the industry. And the third, and on the manufacturer side, is the incentives that they came up, um, monetary incentives in form of rebates. So there's a lot of rebates that are on the market right now. Um, there is friends and family pricing, and there is some write-out rebates of anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. It varies from manufacturer to manufacturer. So what I would do is I would definitely look up on their website and see what incentives are available and what incentives are available to you, because you might not qualify for all of them, or you might not qualify for any of them. So take a look at that. Manufacturer's website is always a good starting point on that. Second website that I always recommend, and I use it a lot, is Edmunds.com. Edmunds, they've been working with dealerships. They've been helping dealerships sell cars, but they also have a wealth of information as far as the rebates that are available on vehicles, as far as which make and which manufacturer and which models got what. So if you want to see it all in one place, Edmunds.com, I'm going to post a link at the bottom of this video so you can take a look at it. Okay, so this is on the manufacturer's end. Now we're getting to the dealer's end. Dealers who were proactive, and not all of them were, right away followed with their own incentives. Not only incentives in forms of, discounts, but they want to make sure that you are safe shopping for a vehicle. Dealerships were part of the essential workers, so they are open. They changed the way that they're doing business, that they're usually open shorter hours, and they're usually open by appointments only in sales. But what that means to you as a customer, that you can actually take the whole stressful experience of purchasing a car, of dealing with the salesperson, getting in between the salesperson and the manager, and between the manager and the finance manager, and being thrown in three different directions, basically not knowing what to do, maybe kind of frightening for a lot of people. You can let your fingers do that. You can basically go online, start searching. We're going to do another video. I'm going to do another video of how to do that. But this is the way that customers are buying their cars right now. So if you know what you want, if you know which vehicle you want, okay, you're definitely have the upper hand in here, because within a few clicks of a mouse and a few emails, you can send several inquiries to several dealerships, and dealerships will compete for your business. Now that's where the tricky part comes in. Okay, we're gonna do another video on that too, but I just want to warn you that not everything that you see coming back from the dealerships is true. Okay, there's going to be dealers that are honest, they're completely transparent, and you can find those dealers by maybe looking at their online reviews, maybe calling them and asking the right question. But whatever you call them, and whenever you ask for a price quote, please make sure you get it in writing. I mean, you have a leg to stand on when you have it in writing. Walking into a dealership, if they try to change their mind, you have nothing if they basically just tell you, oh yeah, the car's $25,000, come on in, we'll do it. Okay. Secondly, your upper hand right now, again, you're doing it from the comfort of your own house. Okay. You do it at your pace. Some people, it takes them 30 minutes. They decide on the car, they're ready to go test drive, sign the paperwork, that kind of stuff. Others, might take days, weeks, months. Okay. I had a customer that's been in the dealership at least 4 or 5 times. 6 months it took him to decide on the car. Okay. Since then, I mean, he's bought several cars from me. He's very happy. But, it depends on your pace. And you can work your pace right now to purchase a vehicle without being pressured to do otherwise. So definitely you have the upper hand as a consumer. My advice, for someone that's looking for a brand new vehicle is to buy. This is a great time to buy a car. Um, for someone that is looking for a used car, my advice is to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to tell you really quick before we finish this video uh, why. Well, the used car market definitely depends on the new car market, and the used car pricing definitely depends on the new car pricing, right? We're talking about the manufacturers' incentives and how quickly they came out with rebates, with manufacturers' incentives. And what happens, that was all on new cars. So let's say pre-pandemic, pre-coronavirus, cars were $20,000, right? So you walk into that, the best deal you can get on the car is 20 grand. By $20,000, okay? Or you can buy the same model used car, maybe a year old, with a few thousand miles on it, for $17,000. That's just as an example. $3,000 difference between the new car and the used car. What happens with the price of the used car when the manufacturer decides to put incentives on the new vehicle? Okay, so let's say there's $2,000 incentive. The car that you could have gotten for $20,000 pre-coronavirus, you can get for $18,000, right? There's $3,000 difference between the new one and the used one. What should the used one be worth? 15, right? Now I don't see that happening yet. In many cases, the dealers are still holding on to their pricing. And I've been looking on it basically, every day online. There's some dealers that drop their pricing. The problem is, at the moment, what I'm hearing from the guys, they can't replace the vehicles if they wanted to for the cheaper pricing. So they're holding on to it. Um, the prices are not going to go up, I guarantee you that, in the next few months, but they might drop. So if you're looking for a used car and you don't have a knife on your throat, you're not pressured to buy it right this minute, my suggestion is to hold on for just a little bit longer and wait before you go out to the dealership. Now, the next video, guys, again, please, if you haven't already, please hit like, subscribe to this channel, because the next video, I'm going to tell you of how to prepare for car shopping, how to prepare yourself, so you know how much money you have to spend on the vehicle that you're looking for. And everybody's budget is different, so we're going to go into it in the next video. And that should be coming up in the next few days. So till then, see you later. Thank you again for watching. And again, hit the like, subscribe button at the bottom of this video. Cheers.